Can you introduce yourself and tell us about your background?
Hello, everyone. My name is Zoya. I'm a peace ambassador and the founder of Waves to Home. I'm half Palestinian, half Ukrainian, and when someone asks me where I come from, I find it difficult to answer because every time I need to answer this question, I need to explain myself. So I'm half Palestinian, half Ukrainian. I was raised in a Palestinian refugee camp in Lebanon within a community filled with child abuse, mental illnesses, and ongoing clashes. We often heard bombings, we often heard gunfires, and that was a normal part of our life. At some point later on in life, when the situation in Lebanon got worsened, we decided to flee to Ukraine. And that's how we managed to live in Ukraine for a whole year before the war started in Ukraine. After the war started in Ukraine, we decided to migrate to Switzerland, finally settling in a peaceful country like Switzerland.
Wow. Do people guess where you're from and what they react when you tell them?
I think people are always curious to know where I come from because in Lebanon, I never felt like I'm an Arab because people would say, oh, wow, you seem like a European. But when I go and travel to Ukraine, people are also amazed to know that I'm actually half Ukrainian. I remember someone telling me, like, where do you come from? Like, you seem somewhere from, I don't know, like from another country, another continent even. You don't look like Ukrainian at all. So I think like it's usually hard for people to guess. But when I tell them the mixture of me being half Ukrainian, half Palestinian, they're always getting this answer of, oh, wow, that's an interesting mix. And somehow like I have the mixed features of being both.
What is something that people wouldn't believe about you?
So growing up, I was a very happy child. I would always smile, always smile. But if I tell my friends right now that actually during those days I wasn't the happiest child. We were living in a single room in the Palestinian refugee camp. Life was super difficult. I had to study in the bathroom at some point to get with my finals. So I think like life was not easy, but I wanted to show because I think I had this label of being a happy child always. So I needed to always maintain this label of being happy and always positive. But what I realized right now is that I wasn't that happy child actually. I wasn't at some point. But I also had my difficult days, difficult period in my life. So I wasn't the most positive. I wasn't the happiest. I think my positivity was false positivity. But if you were to ask me right now if I'm positive, I would definitely say yes. Now I'm actually genuinely positive.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And this is what we preach. We always preach about positivity in life. Simple words. I want to ask you, what is home for you?
So for so long I was trying to find an answer for this question. I would say home is something I created within me, and wherever I go, I would take home with me. So that's where my home is.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Zoya? Zoya. تتكلم عربي برضه صح؟
أكيد بحكي عربي، بتكلم اللغة العربية.
كلام جميل. Last word to the camera in English.
I would say that we all have stories in life, unique stories. So make sure, question yourself, what story about your life do you tell yourself? Is it a story that empowers you or a story that limits you?
Nice. Thank you very much, Zoya, for having me interviewing you.
Yeah, the pleasure is
Thank you.
mine.
Thank you very much.